Hi, this is Rick Julian, and this is commentary on the third verse of The Way. Praise of power leads to weakness. Love of things leads to loss. If you were to ask a football coach or a ballet instructor or any kind of person who is responsible for cultivating a young person's talent, what one of the worst things you could do for a talented person, a talented child, it would be to praise their talent too much. In this respect, their talent is their power. I've been on a number of football teams that were quite good. We had good teammates who had high levels of athletic skill individually. And collectively, we were very strong and successful. But we were not successful because our coach was always reminding us how good we were, how talented we were. We were successful because our coach pointed out the areas of improvement that we needed to focus on. And by focusing on those areas, we became even stronger. As a parent, it's important for me to give and take with equal measure. When my children accomplish something as a result of having tried their best and they produced a good outcome, I always try to acknowledge that outcome, but I do not dwell on how wonderful they are and focus on all the praise. I give them praise, I show them appreciation, and then we move on. I also try to identify as a parent those areas where my children need to put in some more effort. And by focusing on those weaker places, it strengthens their performance. And again, in this kind of virtuous cycle, then I praise that performance that results from them having improved their weaknesses. This is the way we grow others. This is the way we grow our family, our teams, our organizations, and our countries. Love of things leads to loss. Do not focus on the things themselves. They are only symbols. The fact that we have won is more important than the trophy, the thing that sits on the shelf. Just sitting around and polishing our trophies will never get us there. It is the labor that produced that trophy. The wise one leads by filling people's hearts. He weakens their selfish ways and strengthens their determination. He destroys illusion and disturbs those who believe they are wise. The effective leader does not inspire with flattery. That feeds the ego. The effective leader inspires by filling the heart with determination, with courage. He destroys illusion and disturbs those who believe they are wise. This is a call for us to hold one another accountable, for us to encourage ourselves to remain humble. We have spent an enormous amount of time over the last few decades trying to build children's self-esteem. There became an entire self-esteem movement in our culture. And while I do believe that you certainly don't want children who lack confidence, you don't want children who feel badly about themselves or who are always down on themselves, you also don't want children who have an unfounded self-confidence. Confidence is best when it is earned. by accomplishment as a result of hard work. So we need to destroy the illusion that you can be successful without first earning that success. I had an old football coach who said the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. Now give me another 20 sprints. We have to earn success, and any explanation otherwise is an illusion. So the good leader destroys the illusion that we will succeed without first working hard for that success. The good leader does that to himself. The good leader tells that same kind of story to his family. We will grow in our success as a family as we work harder and commit ourselves to success. He disturbs those who believe they are wise. Salvador Dali, the brilliant surrealist, had as a mantra, disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed. People who believe they are wise, who are too self-enamored, are often a danger because they have inverted this logic that we are talking about. We need to be benevolent in the way that we lead others. And part of our benevolence can be helping to correct others and being open to being corrected ourselves. I think that's one of the greatest opportunities that we have in our long-term friendships. And I will say that there's nothing more impactful in my life than hearing my friends point out things that maybe I shouldn't have said, maybe I shouldn't have done. It's one of the great gifts of long friendships. And I'm very grateful for the love and care of friends who point out my weaknesses, who care enough to show me the holes that I'm about to step into if I continue down the path that I'm on. There can be great love in these corrections, in this destruction of our own illusions, and disturbing our false sense of wisdom. He does nothing, yet everything happens. I do a lot of cooking. In its most simple form, cooking rice is one of the most basic things that one can do. You measure 1 part of rice to 2 parts water. You bring it to a boil. You cover the pot and let it sit for 20 minutes. That is the way you cook a pot of rice. Yet when I try to teach my children how to cook rice, those simple steps aren't enough. Not just letting it happen is not satisfactory. My children want to lift the lid and look at the rice. Is it still boiling? Oh, look at all the steam. Look at all the grains of rice as they boil up to the surface. Oh, let me get a fork and stir it around and around. Let me do that every couple of minutes. Is it still boiling? Is it still steaming? Do they need to be stirred again? And in trying to do too much, in not letting things take their natural course, they end up with a pot of rice that is sticky and gooey. He does nothing, yet everything happens. There's a bit of paradox in this language. There's a bit of paradox throughout all of these verses, and one must become comfortable with it. It does not suggest that we just need to park ourselves on the top of a mountain and just let life take its course. It is that we need to do the things that need to be done and only the things that need to be done, and let the rest of it take care of itself, knowing that if we have done the things that we are supposed to do correctly, that the outcome will be what it will be. And usually, that will be a positive outcome if we have taken proper and careful steps. Don't stir your rice too much. Let it happen. That's the end of the third commentary.